Leonardo DiCaprio was born into an international family of a court employee and comic book creator. My father has German-Italian roots. My mother is German-Russian. The actor owes his rather unique name for an American to the impressionability of his mother and her belief in the signs of fate. The creations of Leonardo da Vinci, which she saw in the museum, caused such delight in the soul of a woman that the child stirred in her stomach and the question of choosing a name was no longer an issue. A year after the birth of their son, the parents divorced. Father married again, but continued to communicate with Leo, and mother preferred loneliness. While she tried to provide for her family by working several jobs, the boy remained in the care of a Russian grandmother, née Elena Smirnova, who emigrated from the Russian Empire after the October Revolution, first to Germany and then to the United States. Young DiCaprio did not like school. She interfered with doing what she loved, rehearsing in a theater studio, acting in commercials, TV shows and films, which also brought in good money. And poverty weighed more and more on Leo. As a result, he left school and devoted himself to the already chosen profession. Although later he was educated at the acting department of the university. Having made his debut in 1991 in the horror comedy Critters 3, the aspiring actor just a couple of years later so convincingly played the role of the mentally retarded boy Arnie, the brother of the protagonist in the drama What's Eating Gilbert Grape, that he won an Oscar nomination. The first of many to come. James Cameron's Titanic made Leo a world-class star, although at first he was not particularly eager to play the role of the poor artist Jack Dawson. The duet with the British Kate Winslet turned out to be incomparable and served as the beginning of a long friendship between the actors. The award for excellent work was a Golden Globe nomination and a place in People magazine's list of the 50 most beautiful people on the planet. But the Oscar, among the 11 received by the picture, or even the nomination, DiCaprio did not get. He was so offended, which he had every right to, according to fans, that he did not come to the ceremony. If the actor then knew how long he would have to wait for the coveted statuette. But our hero is famous not only for his talent. He is distinguished by exceptional spiritual qualities and concern for others. In 2009, Leo, along with Kate Winslet, paid all living expenses for the last living passenger of the Titanic in order to save her from having to sell her valuables. The beginning of the new millennium, unfortunately, brought the star great grief. For 2 films with his participation, The Beach and The Man in the Iron Mask, DiCaprio received the Golden Raspberry for Worst Actor in the first and for Worst Acting Duo for the roles of Louis XIV and his twin brother in second. If Leo experienced failure, the public did not know about it. Since soon the idol of millions again rode the wave of success and absolutely brilliantly played in Martin Scorsese's Western Gangs of New York, in the detective tragicomedy Catch Me If You Can, in the biopic about Howard Hughes' The Aviator by Martin Scorsese, in adventure films The Departed and Blood Diamond, in the thriller Shutter Island, in Martin Scorsese's black comedy The Wolf of Wall Street, in Quentin Tarantino's comedy western Django Unchained, in the drama The Great Gatsby by Baz Luhrmann and many others. DiCaprio played consistently excellent, consistently received the Golden Globes and nominations for various awards, including the Oscar. And he did not receive the main prize consistently. Each time he went into other hands. The American Academy of Motion Picture Arts paid attention to Leo and appreciated his talent only in 2016, awarding him a gold statuette for his role as Glass in Alejandro G. Inarritu's film The Revenant, filmed not in a pavilion, not with a chroma key, but in the terrible natural conditions of the northern latitudes. DiCaprio performed all his own stunts, suffered from colds, swam in icy waters, tore through 20 spare sets of suits, and even ate raw beef liver for the sake of authenticity. Hall welcomed the winner standing. Finally, after so many years in the profession, after dozens of unique reincarnations, the actor received a well-deserved honor. Leo was so actively celebrating the victory in the restaurant that he forgot the hard-won reward there, taking a bottle of alcohol instead. An employee of the institution brought the forgotten prize to the star's car. The favorite of millions of women is not married. He has not been married and does not seem to want to be. He changed a huge number of lovers. One is better than the other. But none of them became Mrs. DiCaprio. Among those whom the enviable and eternal bridegroom of Hollywood made happy with his attention at different times were Danish model Helena Christensen, Brazilian Gisele Bündchen, Israeli Bar Raffaelli, actress Blake Lively, Argentine model Camila Morrone, stepdaughter of actor Al Pacino, and many, many, many other. With no less passion, the star is engaged in charity work. He takes care of a South African girl he met in Africa while filming Blood Diamond. Through its own foundation, the Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation funds dozens of projects related to the protection of wildlife, for which in 2014 he was appointed by the United Nations as a World Climate Ambassador. He took part in the Tiger Summit dedicated to the support of the Amur tiger population in St. Petersburg. And almost died in a plane crash on the way. Together with actor Will Smith, he released Sneakers, the proceeds of which are transferred to fight fires in the Amazon forests. There, in the Fund for the Protection of Biodiversity, he transferred $5 million. Apparently, he is right when he claims that he is half Russian.